Robbie, what did you see from the Cards in last month's qualifier?
Well, it's kind of becoming a tier change. The thing that was most used was the Pink Diamond Token Rewards West Unseld. That had the highest win percentage of any of the people who qualified. So it's interesting to know people are going through the token rewards and seeing which players work best for them. There's some of the best cards in the game, and it makes sense. At the same time, we're going to be seeing a shift in the next qualifier soon.
So we have seen a change in the meta over the past month or so.
Yep, with point guard Ben Simmons, Pink Diamond T-Mac, Yao Ming, and of course Giannis. There's a lot of big lineups out there.
And if you know about that Bill Russell card, you know.
Yeah, and Galaxy Opal Julius Erving is now available for the players that have gone 12-0.
It's never easy to win on the road in the NBA, and by the look in the eyes of the Orlando Magic players, they know they've got a job ahead of them. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. This is an aerial view of our location today, Sacramento, the capital of California. Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. We'll watch the Orlando Magic in this one as they go up against the Sacramento Kings here in Golden One Center. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan is a prolific scorer, but he's also a dangerous drive and kick weapon.
He's great vision, David. Thank you. And here's what the schedule for Orlando looks like. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Thursday, they'll take on John Wall and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Now the starting group for Orlando. They've got Young. John Collins is out there with Mo Harkless. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Brogdon in at the shooting guard. And for the Kings, we've got Thompson. Hardaway is out there with Fred VanVleet. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So Sacramento will get the first possession. VanVleet passes to Embiid. The dish now to Hardaway. Halfway through the season, Brent, as a team, are you still discovering new ways to win?
Yeah, I would say if you had a set of encyclopedias, when you get to around January, you should be in the MN section, Kevin. So do people know what encyclopedias are? But
I can picture in my mind. I know exactly what you're saying.
So from that point on in the season, you have a great foundation to build on, and there's a lot of things that you can do that are just slight wrinkles to what it is you already do, and that's the great thing for coaches, is to challenge the players to see how far through that encyclopedia we can go. What letter could we get to in the alphabet by the end of the year?
Now here's VanVleet after Malcolm Brogdon's miss. VanVleet finds Embiid. Shot clock at 5. It's blocked. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Young left side, and there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. Goes up off the inbound. The shot by Brogdon, no good. For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against the Suns in Phoenix.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, saw the box score of that game the next day, and I thought, wow, that's a huge scoring night. Pretty impressive stuff there.
Back to Young. Up top, Adebayo. Shot clock at 6. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. VanVleet looking around. DeRozan in the corner. rebound by Young. Orlando, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Pass to Harkless. And Harkless slams it in.
Someone's open. Trae Young scanning and finds him.
Here's DeRozan. Collins with some nice D.
So far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Shots good from Young.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
So the Kings call timeout, their first. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
And their series last year was a bit of a comparison between the two conferences. Both were in the middle of the pack.
And here's a look at some numbers for Embiid.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now here's Thompson. DeRozan finds Van Vliet. Shoots. Sacramento again missing.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
To the inside. He can't get that one, and Sacramento will go the other way with it. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Van Vliet. Back to DeRozan. Sacramento moving it around. 5 to shoot. Thompson passes to Embiid. Over Collins. Embiid, no good. Orlando leading. Here's Harkless. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Harkless has got 5 now.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Now here's Van Vliet, defended by Young. Can they get it? Denial.
And so far, having trouble converting on the inside.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 5.
Ridiculous handles there. How effective is he at creating opportunities?
And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Maybe not a super athlete or at least a hyper athlete in the Westbrook mode, but Trae Young's ball handling ability does some incredible things for him out there on the floor to create space and help him change pace for those kind of angles where he can score.
As we approach the halfway mark, let's take a look at how everything in the East right now stands. We take a look at the Magic. They're down in 10th place here in the middle part of the season. They'll need to make a move soon.
And seeing where the Magic are, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, Greg, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
Here's Brogdon, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Can't hit from 12. And you love the aggressiveness of Young, tacking off the dribble, and Brent, for his size, able to finish inside.
Well, he can get to the inside, he can shake guys loose. It's his ability to see the floor, Kevin. But it still comes down to that range where Trae Young has confidence to pull up from just about anywhere to get his offense going.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
The Kings trail by 5. Hardaway for three. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Tipped away. And here's Young from the arc. The Magic again can't hit.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul. Embiid, the pass to Van Vliet.
And you know what? Call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
Here's Brogdon. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
And that one drops for him.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game, don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
Now, here is Young. He had 15 points last outing.
And this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Right side, DeRozan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan. And Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
Robert Covington's checked in for Thompson. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Orlando leading by 3. And DeRozan sends it back. Here's Hardaway, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And Orlando called for the foul.
He's a decent scorer, and Hardaway can get it going, so he draws defenders' attention and gets the call that time.
It's his first trip to the line.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
That free throw, no good.
What a culture shift it's been in Sacramento the last few years. Vlade Divac, along with Peja Stojakovic, 2 of the legendary Sacramento Kings players, finding their footing and trying to put their stamp on this organization with some of the young talent that they've acquired.
Second free throw, no good. And Brent, around the league, people are saying the Kings are one of the scarier teams on the rise.
Well, they drafted decently. They play a system that now is speaking to some of their young talent. They've had a nice blend. It's been a long time coming in Sacramento, but fans coming out to the new arena to support this new, young, hungry Kings group.
The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
As good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
Gives the team such a great element, having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Sacramento. Bobby Portis is checked in for Embiid. Bellinelli comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Fred Van Vliet. T.J. McConnell. Hill against Bellinelli. Passes it to Wagner. And Covington sends it back. Now, here's McConnell, defended by Young. McConnell scanning the floor. 6 to shoot. Now the pass to Portis. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Here's DeRozan. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Adebayo. Bellinelli pulls it in. The Kings trailing. Pass to McConnell. Outside DeRozan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Brent, the league's been trying to clean up some of the physicality that we see, some of the jawing, but there are some players that do a great job of nonetheless getting under an opponent's skin.
I don't think, Kevin, over the past couple of years, we would deem the NBA as being more physical than at any other time. Would we say that?
I think that's fair.
We would, we would never say that. But there are still irritants in the game. And the reason why those guys do that is because that's their competitive advantage. Right. And that's the way the league is always going to operate. There are going to be guys out there who are going to use either their intellect to get inside your head or do things on a physical level that are going to cause you to think about what it is you're doing on the floor.
Exactly.
And when you find those guys, they're really interesting players to watch. You're not going to replicate their shooting form, Kevin. But in terms of sometimes their approach, there are things that you might be able to learn from a Draymond Green or a Marcus Smart.
There's no doubt. And so Young will bring it up for the Magic. They trail by 1. Hill against Bellinelli. They get it again. Adebayo passes to Wagner. Bellinelli against Hill. And it goes down 2 points.
George Hill using his arms there to keep that possession alive.
Now, here's McConnell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside, Covington. 6 on the shot clock. The 3. Unable to get that one. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. It's Young on the wing, defended by Covington. Releases. Kept alive Orlando. Young from outside. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
To the paint. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Orlando with the ball. 1:56 left here in the first quarter. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, Trae Young can flat out score.
McConnell with it. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet, and he comes up with the deuce.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Now, here is Young. Lets it go from 14. Good as the jump shot falls. Young's got 11 points.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
DeRozan. Orlando grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Bellinelli passes to DeRozan. It's tipped. Now Young. He's got 11. The shot will not fall.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go.
What a jam!
Wow, fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those,
Yeah.
that's for sure. Pass to Hill. That one, no good. Great D that time from Portis. For three, Covington. Good on the triple. And the Kings lead by 2.
Have to guard Covington at all times from outside the arc. He is lethal from deep.
Young for 3, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for the Sacramento Kings. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back after this break. Bobby Portis, who's known for his work ethic, said he learned a lot from his mother.
She gets up at 3, 4 in the morning and gets off at 1, 2 in the evening. You know, she works hard for her 4 boys. You know, she breaks herself off daily. You know, I always try to pride myself in hard work also because how hard she worked for me.
And she was a basketball player in her own right. Greg, a scholarship at Jackson State University.
Yeah, and gave up basketball when she had Bobby, but she encouraged him to pursue his dream, and she said now she's living her dream through him.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
Bellinelli is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then it's Jay Crowder. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Portis in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
The Italian Marco Bellinelli, one of the league's best sharpshooters, and Greg very comfortable shooting on the move.
He always seems to be floating one way or the other on his shot. It wouldn't work for most shooters, but he uses it to evade the D.
Crowder kicks to McConnell. Portis trying to free himself. A shot by McConnell, no good. The Magic trail by 4. Passes to Bacon. Outside Hill. The 3. That shot, no good. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, you can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
Here's Wagner. That one good for 2.
Like to see George Hill distribute to his teammates a heads-up play there.
For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. McConnell passes to Crowder. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder, a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
That one is off. Each year, so many coaching changes. Brent, do you feel they generally get too much blame when things go wrong?
I don't know if blame is the word, Kevin. That's just the easy out for a lot of organizations that want to make some changes. The main thing that's frustrating, I think, for the coaching fraternity is patience. You have to be realistic about the potential of your team and how much time it takes to grow what it is that coach's culture is all about, that's where teams sometimes lose out and give up on somebody a little bit early.
But these guys go into it eyes wide open.
Oh, there's no question about it. And really good coaches in the NBA know that it might not last all that long. So they're going to be who they are. That's who you want to hire. Hire a coach who knows exactly who he is, both coming in the door and walking away.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. Well, he's not a locked-in starter these days, but Brent, George Hill can be effective off the bench.
Comes in at the 1 or the 2 guard position, can guard the 1 through 3 positions. And because of George Hill and his massive amount of playoff experience, there's a lot of confidence in the coaching staff to get George out on the floor, and that he's going to make the right play at the right time.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And the athleticism that George Hill can bring to the point guard position makes him impressive. He does it so well on both ends, especially when he's engaged.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Sacramento leading by 4. Here's Van Vliet. His shot is good, scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries, shooting 50%.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
From 11 feet away, another miss by Orlando.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
The three-point game, such a big part of the NBA. Let's see the best teams at it. 5th on the list, the Magic.
No doubt, they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Free throw good, Crowder. Both shots good from the stripe. The Magic trail by 8. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, Hill finds Brogdon. Lets a floater go, and the layup is good.
Pretty effective floater there. Most point guards in the league have one of those in their bag of tricks. This time it's Brogdon.
Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Top of the key, Birch. Out to Hardaway. But they get it back. Birch's shot's good. Birch has got the lead up to 8 now for the Kings.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Hill passes to Collins. Brogdon outside. A floater. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here is Van Vliet. 11 points for him in that last game against Milwaukee. Here's Hardaway. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Brogdon inside the line, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Well, everything in sync right now for Brogdon. Nice base, good timing, good release.
Van Vliet with it. He's against Hill. Here's the teardrop. Offensive rebound. Lets it go with a 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Adebayo.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
And the Kings making a change here. Embiid's checked in. The Magic trail by 6. Here's Bacon. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Brogdon. He scores with that shot, and now he's 3 of 8.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Hardaway passes to Van Vliet. Rebound by the Magic. Collins has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Brogdon outside. Kept alive Orlando. Outside Hill. High arcing shot.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going. Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, Kevin, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Brogdon against Hardaway. With some arc. Good D by Hardaway.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it. Yeah, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside Hill. Brogdon kicks to Collins. 6 to shoot. Outside Hill. Drills it from outside. Hill's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, that time just picking the defense apart. Hill so dangerous in that string roll set.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 8. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. A new 14 for the Kings. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Hill with it. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Suns in Phoenix. Down low, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
So much talk about 48 minutes. The team with the lead letting its guard down now.
Van Vliet passes to Embiid. The good-looking shot from the wing. Embiid's got his second bucket of the night.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight, Kevin. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Hill kicks to Brogdon. Shoots a fader. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
To the middle, here's Harkless, and Harkless slams it in.
You want your point guard to understand when to distribute. George Hill with a great job there.
Now Van Vliet, 8 points for him. It's stolen by Hill. Inside, Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Like it when Collins is cleaning up the glass and then just rocking the rim.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. It's a 3-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
And how about the numbers here for Malcolm Brogdon? First in free throw percentage. And he's in the top 5 in assists per game as well. He sees the floor and makes the game easier for his teammates.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. And the first one at the line is good.
Tim Hardaway Jr. has some nights where it just looks effortless for him to get out and get 20 points. It's nice when he rebounds and passes in those games as well, showing complete game.
Robert Covington's checked in for Sacramento. DeRozan comes in for Crowder. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Collins. Mo Wagner comes in for Harkless. Ande Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Dwayne Bacon. And Trae Young subbed in for Hill. Bounce pass from Brogdon. Young up top. Magic moving the ball around. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Here's Adebayo. No points in the game yet for him. Wagner passes to Young. 5 on the clock. The shot by Brogdon wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, he's a 3rd-generation point guard as Trae Young. His father and grandfather both played the point guard position, and both of them really helping him arrive at this level.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The pass to Adebayo. It's Brogdon on the wing. 1:41 left in the first half. Can't nail the jumper. His father played professionally with dreams of making the NBA. When Trae grew to share that dream, his dad helped him do it.
Well, his dad also had several alarm clocks around the house, Kevin. 5:30 wake-up calls in the morning to train before he went to class. With all the effort that he's put in and with all the efforts from the family, Trae Young is expected to achieve greatness, and he's out here to do that.
For Sacramento, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Sacramento. Free throw is off from DeRozan.
And he just seemed to have a little more fire in the first quarter than he has in this one. And it showed in all the trips he made to the free throw line. Those have dried up.
Pass to Young. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And doing a much better job from three-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them chip away at that lead.
And here's McConnell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. To the middle. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall. All the skill in the world and a personality made for stardom.
First free throw is good. And Embiid drops them both.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Here's Adebayo. 23 points for him the last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And he also controlled the backcourt as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
Now here's Covington. To the paint. Portis in the post. Here's DeRozan. who scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores. Just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The Kings on top. They're up by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson. DeMar DeRozan putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 block. The first 2 quarters tonight looked a lot like what we saw from him in his last game. What'd you think of? That's all for now.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Orlando, they've got Adebayo. Trae Young is out there with Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's John Collins. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3. Trying to get open is Adebayo. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Hollis Jefferson. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit, probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Hardaway. And Orlando making a change here. Harkless is checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Magic trail by 4. Young taking his time here. That one's not going to go.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. And Harkless pulls it down.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Young outside. Here's Brogdon. 4 on the clock. Here's Adebayo. Good D by Thompson.
That's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense. That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
To the wing right side. Here's Young. The Magic again can't hit.
So far, Kevin, the 3rd quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Van Vliet passes to DeRozan, and they double up DeRozan. Embiid wide open, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. And Brogdon has got the ball here for Orlando. Young, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Young's got 19 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Outside DeRozan. Over Harkless. DeRozan's shot is off.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Young outside. Fires for three. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Now just a 3-point Sacramento lead.
Yeah, that's where John Collins sets up shop down in the paint, quick and athletic, able to corral the miss.
Van Vliet passes to Thompson. Back to Van Vliet. Ring shot on the way. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Now, here is Young. He's guarded closely. And the rejection by Embiid. And now Sacramento on the break. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Brogdon outside. Pass to Young. Shoots over Van Vliet. Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Young.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Van Vliet kicks to Hardaway. No good on the triple. Orlando's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Adebayo with the bucket.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Now here's Van Vliet, defended by Young.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Dishes it to Collins. Stolen by Van Vliet. Here's DeRozan. Rebound by the Magic. Harkless with it. He has 7. Passes it to Collins. Shoots over Van Vliet. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Knocks down the 3 ball. And that's 13 points for Tim Hardaway.
That's one of Tim Hardaway Jr.'s favorite shots. Not just the ones that go in, but from that spot on the floor.
Collins dishes to Young. Banked in off the glass. Young's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Van Vliet. And another 3 for Sacramento.
And there aren't many players more reliable from 3-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
Here's Brogdon, and Thompson sends it back.
Tristan did a great job of elevating to deny that one.
The shot by Adebayo, no good. Kings leading now by 5. It's DeRozan with the drive. Orlando grabs the miss. Harkless has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
We've seen this explosion of Canadian players in the NBA. And really, Tristan Thompson led that way. The 4th pick back in 2011, Thompson was, at that point, the highest drafted Canadian in NBA history.
Kept alive.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And Thompson may have led the way for Canadians. But as far as where the league is going, Greg, he's a throwback player.
I mean, a rebounder and rim runner. His game is built on toughness and hustle.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Sacramento. They lead by 1. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat, Greg. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Platoon swap here for Sacramento. The Magic also changing it up. Mo Wagner's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Hill in for Brogdon. Crowder kicks to Covington. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Orlando, they've gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second-half shooting percentage right at 50%. Hill passes to Young. Here's Collins. He's covered by McConnell. Back to Young. Makes it off the glass. Young's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Up top, McConnell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Orlando leading. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Here's Bacon. Here's Wagner. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
The pass to Bellinelli. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries to hit him. Got a piece of it. Down low. And finished off by Collins.
Just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
Rich and Mel cost half a ticket, dog. Need to open up. Why you want to call another witness?
Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
Well, you look at Young. There are a few players ahead of him in the voting, but if he holds on to his spot at number 5 on that list, he'll have a place in the three-point contest waiting for him.
And if anything, I bet he moves up the list. I mean, how could you not have this fella taking part in this contest? He'll be there.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more. And as we get closer to the three-point contest, once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Three-pointer, Crowder. No good, shot missing. So Orlando will take it the other way.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Young passes to Collins. Over Bellinelli. That's good from Collins on the assist from Young. Young's got assist number 5 here tonight. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Bellinelli. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the third. Jump shot is good that time. Bellinelli's got his second bucket of the night. Magic leading by 7. Young outside to the inside. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, defensively, they've been flat in this second half. A very different type of team than we saw in the first.
For Orlando, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Orlando. Free throw drops for Hill. Here's McConnell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside, Covington. 1:14 left here in the third quarter. It's deflected, and he recovers it. The shot by Bellinelli. No good. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Now at the moment here, let's take a look at our rookie leaderboard and who's putting up the most points per game. Trae Young on top.
And there's always firepower in every rookie class, but even among the top guns, he's the best of the best. He'll be an offensive force for years to come.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. The Kings trail by 11. There's 57 seconds left in the third. Outside Crowder. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. And it's 6 points for Jay Crowder.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Young. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Young's got 29 in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Crowder, the pass to Portis. Pass to McConnell over Young. Clock at 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Collins.
Second team foul. At the line for your Kings, Jay Crowder. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Ken Birch is checked in for the Kings. And the second free throw, good. 20 seconds left to play here in the third.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Nine seconds left in the third quarter. For three, Covington. Good if it goes. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Orlando in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We'll return shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Jay Crowder out there with Robert Covington, and it's T.J. McConnell. Then there's Bellinelli, and it's Birch in at center. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Here's Crowder, and it's blocked, and he gets it back. Just 5 to shoot. Here's McConnell. Off target from outside.
Well, he definitely forced that shot, guys. He had plenty of time to adjust himself and kick the ball out and look for a better shot. Have to give credit to the defense there, too.
Shot's good from Young.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
McConnell kicks to Bellinelli. Fires it up. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Hollis Jefferson passes to Young. Here's Wagner with the fadeaway. Birch grabs the board. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Passes it to Bellinelli. Launches a 3. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 3 assists tonight.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, defense has got to be a little bit better, especially when he's looking to fire from that distance.
That one falls.
Pretty good body control from the big man as Collins stays focused on the rim.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Now here's Bellinelli. Defense right on him. Birch. It's hauled in by the Magic. And here's Young from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Young's got the lead up to 13 now for the Magic.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Outside Crowder. And there's the call on John Collins. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Bellinelli. And a switcher also for Orlando. Adebayo's checked in to the middle. Here's Covington. That's tipped.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Outside Hill. Teardrop shot. He lays it in. And the Magic lead by 15.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And the contract structure for NBA first-rounders, 2 years guaranteed, 2 years of team options, qualifying offer. Brent, should we consider changing that up?
I think it's working pretty well, Kevin. I think every front office is out there trying to find players out there that are giving you value beyond your contract. And that happens a lot when you're a team that has a first-round pick, 1 through 10, 1 through 20, and you hit on a draft choice. You potentially could get 3 years and sometimes 4 when you have incredible players coming into the league as their first year, changing franchises around. but a player that's providing way more value than the contract that they're getting at that time. So I don't see that changing much. It gives teams a long enough time to evaluate the talent coming in.
Seems to be working.
It does, and the players that prove it are looking at the calendar saying, did I fast forward 3 years? Because I really like to cash in on what I'm doing for you.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Shooting for Orlando, Bam Adebayo. At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Van Vliet kicks to DeRozan. Sacramento moving it around to halt the run, and Embiid the bucket on the assist by Thompson. 8 points for Joel Embiid.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
There's the pass to Adebayo. And Embiid with the block. Here's DeRozan. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Shooting for Sacramento, DeMar DeRozan. At the line for 2.
He misses the free throw.
And he may not be converting every chance he gets at the line, but at least he's creating those opportunities. Love the aggressiveness.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Magic. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Adebayo. Young, right side. Low block shot on the way. And the rejection by Embiid. They get it back. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Outside Hardaway. Embiid trying to break loose, and Hardaway gets it to go.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. is just a tremendous athlete. He spots a great route to the rim and doesn't settle.
Here's Young. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness, Greg. His toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
And the first one at the line is good.
In the 2018 season, as the 5th overall pick, Trae Young was phenomenal towards the end of the year, winning 3 straight Rookie of the Month awards.
And so Young nails them both.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Now Van Vliet. And here's DeRozan. Van Vliet with it. Guarded now by Harkless. Van Vliet can't get it to go. And the Magic with possession. They're on a 13-5 run. Young. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Outside DeRozan. Adebayo against Embiid. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford had to say to his team. His point to them was that they've put themselves in a position to succeed and that this is their game to lose. So he needs to see full concentration out of every guy on the court to finish this one off. Kevin?
Thank you, David. 4 on the shot clock. The shot by Harkless, no good. The Kings trail by 13. Hardaway dishes to DeRozan. Now here is Hardaway. Pass to Van Vliet. Embiid with it, defended by Young. Here's DeRozan. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got 3 assists in the game.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Really starting to attack on the interior here, showing a much more physical presence here in the second half.
Brogdon being the rookie of the year and coming in and doing a great job for the Milwaukee Bucks. This is a guy who could play either guard position and has a great mentality and great poise as a point guard.
Van Vliet finds Hardaway. Back to Van Vliet. Shoots it up. And that one hits back iron.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Here's Brogdon. Hardaway with the steal. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Magic leading by 13. Count that one. Young's got 38 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Pass to DeRozan. Takes the 12-footer and hits. DeRozan's got 22.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Floats one, and DeRozan sends it back. Now here's Van Vliet, defended by Young. Takes a 3. The rebound by Brogdon.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
He kicks to Young. Lets it go from 14. Basket good. Young's got 40 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Van Vliet finds Embiid. And the pass to DeRozan. Harkless with the steal. It's Brogdon on the wing. Baseline try. Rebounded by Hardaway. The Kings trail by 15. Down low. It's stolen by Adebayo. DeRozan against Young. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Pass to Adebayo. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Embiid. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
Locked in the pass to Adebayo. From the left block, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Sacramento's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And DeRozan throws it down.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's the 3. Eigner can't hit. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Over Harkless. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Van Vliet. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. It's Young on the wing, covered by Van Vliet. Young passes to Adebayo.
Kings foul. Joel Embiid. That's his 4th personal foul. Shooting for Orlando. Bam Adebayo. At the line for 2.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the fourth. Van Vliet with it. He feeds it to Embiid. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment. Goes straight to the rim.
First personal foul, team's 5th. Joel Embiid. Shooting just 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here. Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Magic.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Trae Young.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Here's Harkless. Outside to Brogdon. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Young. That time on the assist from Brogdon. Young's got 44.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know.
Wake up, I had to stay up, took a few pay cuts, I had to save up. Now they can't say much, changing the game up. Back on my grind like I never left. Gotta take this to a level up. Gotta stay focused, can't mess it up. Gotta move smart, cause I know that they testing us. I'm in my bag, no longer checking the tags. Remember the days I wanted this bad, now look where I'm at, I cannot be mad. Jumped in the game and I did the dash. There's no looking back, can't live in the past. I know that you sad, go get you a bag. All of this winning is making you mad.